Hi there, I'm Christopher Dunnigan. This is HandmadeInVermont.com, and today we're talking about the Hubbardton Forge mini pendant called the Flora. This is going to be the one with the glasses facing up, the 183050. So let's get into lots of detail on this. So, size of the fixture by itself, which is going to be from the bottom of the fixture to the top of the decoration where these telescoping rods are going to begin, is coming in at 25.7 inches high. Metal to metal width of the part below where you see the glasses coming in at 7.6. So it's not a really big fixture. Let's get into more details. So if you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, and you're on the page for this, look over on the right hand side, midway down, you're going to see a link. It's going to say click here for installations instructions PDF. If you can click on that for me, it'd be awesome. You are going to see a lot of information there. You're going to see drawings of how Hubbardton Forge's telescoping rod setup works, and we'll talk in detail about that in a second. You're going to see the glass setup, you're going to see the sockets, you're also going to see this tool, which I'm going to talk about a lot, and this is going to be a retaining ring tool, and more on that. Let's get into the telescoping rods. So if you're back on the page for this on our site, up at the right hand corner, you're going to see a pull down menu. It's going to say choose your adjustable range or length. So these telescoping rods are going to be available in 3 different lengths to get you to 3 different adjustable ranges before we go custom. So that's going to be measured from the bottom of the fixture to the ceiling, and you're going to see the short is 28.8 to 35.9. Standard range is going to be 35.4 to 43.3. Long is going to be 42.5 to 50.6. If you need this to be shorter than the short or longer than the long, email me and say, hey, I'm looking at the 183050. I need it to be X for whatever reason. And you're going to come back to me with that email. I'm going to send it over to Hubbardton Forge, to their customs department. It'll roll around there a little bit and then come back to me with probably an adjustable range that your desired length fits into, along with the cost and lead time. It adds a little time and money, but we do customs every day. It's just something we do, and Hubbardton excels at it. I think they're probably one of the few big lighting companies that can even do it, because everything is made here. So you'll also see that there's a 5-inch round canopy that's going to be used on your 4-inch junction box. If you guys don't have a 4-inch junction box, let's say you have some hi-hat recessed lights up there that you're going to be taking out and putting pendants in, there's a product on the market called the Can Converter. Check it out. It's going to convert those hi-hats into junction boxes. Super easy. We don't sell it. You got to buy it on their site. Don't buy the copies at Home Depot or Lowe's. Just go to the Can Converter and you'll see it. But if you don't have that going on and you have this, then let's just keep going. So this is going to be slope ceiling adaptable to 45 degrees. There's a knuckle right here that's going to allow this to bend just like that. So if this is your slope cathedral ceiling, you're going to easily go on that without a problem, up to 45 degrees. Just kind of remember that part. Okay. So moving on from there, let's talk about this tool. You'll see pictures of this on that install sheet. This is a retaining ring tool. Its job is to keep the glass on the fixture. The socket, this guy, has threading. This is a G9 porcelain socket, and there's a little threading on the side. So there's a retaining ring that's going to come with this. It's brass. It's beautifully made, actually. I used to work in the jewelry industry, and this is, I can recognize good quality. Anyway, so threading on the inside, a couple notches on the outside. One side's flat, one side has a ridge on it, and you'll see that when you're putting this on, it really just beautifully goes on like that. When you are putting your glass on, you really just lower your glass onto the socket, and then you're going to, well, actually, on this piece, let me tell you a little funny thing. So this is a flared end with a couple notches. This has a couple notches in it, and they're just going to go in like that. Sometimes these things fall out, and my little trick is basically to take the glass, put it on top, and hold the two together, and just slowly lower them over the socket, and then do your little righty-tighty, lefty-loosey idea. And then when you pull it out, that'll be gone. The retaining ring will be inside the glass, and you are good to go. You know, there's other times where this will stay in there like it should. Oops, see, popped out again. So do my trick, and you should be fine. Let's talk about that socket and what you can do inside of this. So Hubbardton says that this is a halogen fixture. It is going to ship with a G9 halogen bulb, 60 watt max, because of the heat generated by that. A lot of you guys are wanting to do LEDs, which I think is awesome. I do LEDs in my showroom. I have these on display, and we do LEDs, so there's no reason why you shouldn't. And there are tons of great LEDs out in the marketplace. So go online, go into like Google Images or Bing Images or whatever, and put in G9 LED, and you can do it on Amazon too, and you'll start seeing pictures of all these guys. These are phosphorus LEDs. These are the ones that are going to have the orange lines and pads inside. These are cob LEDs. I actually prefer these because I think they give more light. And to me, they've lasted longer than the other versions, these guys. These are kind of a new idea as far as LEDs go. These are a little older technology, but I think these are a little bit more sturdy. You'll see pictures next to me. This is a 75 watt equivalent. This guy's a 60 watt equivalent. These things are, they throw beautiful light quite a bit, and you can buy dimmable versions. That's going to be really important. So make sure you guys want to buy the ones that say dimmable, because even this guy is not dimmable. This one is dimmable. Big difference. Okay. The other thing is you can choose your color temperature when you do this. So I like the warmth of a incandescent bulb, like this guy. Remember these? We used to have these when we were kids. So that's going to be 3,000 Kelvin. Some people like the whiter light called daylight. That's also like, you know, you see in hospitals and doctors' offices. That's going to be 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. Really important when you're buying your bulbs to buy them in the color temperature you want. So warm light, 3,000 Kelvin, cool white, daylight, 4,000, 5,000 Kelvin. The other thing is, like I said, buy them as they're dimmable, and you're fine. You put in your bulb first before you put your glass on, so you're going to be doing that idea, and then you use the retaining ring to do that, and then you're good and done. So let's talk about glass really quick. You're going to have two setups for glass. You are going to have opal, which is Hubbardton Forge's white glass, and this does warm up when you have that warm white light coming through it, so it is not going to be so stark. And then you're going to have another setup, which is going to be two pieces of glass. This is going to be seated clear. You'll notice it's a beautiful hand-blown piece of glass with little air bubbles inside that kind of refract light, and it's going to have this opal white diffuser that's going to be sitting inside, and that's going to be basically hiding the socket setup, this guy, from you, so you don't have to look at it. And I'll get more into opal glass next. So I want to touch on Hubbardton Forge's glass for just a second. Hubbardton Forge's opal glass is not just another piece of white glass. This is actually hand-blown glass. All of their glass is hand-blown. And to begin with, it's actually a clear piece of glass to start with. And they come in, they blow a second layer on the inside of white glass. Then they come back and they do a third step where they sandblast the entire outside. So you'll notice when you get these in your hands, they actually have layers of glass on them on the ends. You can see them on these two pieces. And it gives it this really soft, semi-transparent, kind of milky quality. It's a soft glowing piece. Really, really pretty. You know, they're really obsessed about details at Hubbardton Forge, and a lot of people don't. I don't think they appreciate it out in the world, but you appreciate it because that's why you guys are here watching this video. There you go. Let's get into metal finishes now. If you're on our website, HandmadeInVermont.com, do me a favor, look over on the left-hand side of the screen. You're going to see a lot of red tabs over there. One is going to be the Finishes Help Guide. When you're done with this video, go over there and open that up for me, and you're going to see a video at the top of that page of me talking to you guys about the differences in Hubbardton Forge finishes and how they can look on different types of forging. I'm going to be referencing a color chart just below the video, so scroll down a little bit, you'll see that chart. You'll notice there are pictures that have the letter A on them, pictures that have the letter B on them, and I'm going to be talking about that range you can see in variance on there in that video, so it's really important to watch the video, use that chart. When you're done with all that, come back down to that chart. You can click on any of those pictures and see a lot more samples of Hubbardton Forge fixtures in that finish. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in dark smoke, click on dark smoke. If you want to see a bunch of stuff in vintage platinum, do the same, and so on and so on and so on. That's a great way for you to see a lot of Hubbardton Forge stuff in different finishes and really take advantage of that, okay? So our showroom in Vermont has over 350 Hubbardton Forge fixtures spread across 2 floors. We have a What's On display page on our website. It's going to be back in the red tabs over there. A lot of good things in that section. Check out. So when you open that up, you'll see it's all divided up into different sections like dining pendants and outdoor lighting. We're always adding to that. This is the biggest showroom in the world of Hubbardton Forge. They don't even have a showroom like this. Nobody does. And they use this as their showroom when you guys come to Vermont to visit us. So lots and lots to see here. You can see all the different glass, all the different finishes, all the different fabrics, all of those things. In addition to that, we have a clearance center. So the clearance center stuff are returns, discontinued things, and showroom samples. That's an amazing deal for you. If you guys want to take advantage of that, you have to come here to Vermont to see us. And when you do, do me a favor, measure all the kind of things about your project and what you guys are doing. So the most important thing is measure your ceiling heights to begin with, measure distances between junction boxes and like windows and ceilings and those kind of things. So if you're looking at sconces on the wall, you can see if they're going to fit for you. If you're doing pendants over a kitchen island, measure the distances between those junction boxes, widths of tables, kitchen tables, dining tables, lengths of tables, islands, all that good stuff. And also do a couple more things. If you guys have some tablets or iPads lying around, take pictures of all these things. Take pictures of the kitchen, take pictures of the projects you're doing. Bring that in so we can kind of go through those pictures together and we'll be able to see what you guys are up to, okay? And also the boxes and clearance stuff, for clearance stuff, are basically packed for shipping. Don't forget, these were supposedly shipped out. So the boxes tend to be on the bigger side, so bring a decent size SUV if you want to take stuff home. It's a really good opportunity for you. When you buy your Hubbardton forged fixtures from HandmadeInVermont.com, shipping is free to every state except Alaska and Hawaii. There's no tax if we ship out of the state of Vermont. We're the only dealer that offers 90-day returns and no restocking fees. That's 3 months after you receive something to send it back, and there's no restocking fee on that. Some larger items and custom things, and it's usually going to be big things on pallets, are going to be non-returnable. It'll always tell you on the page for an item if that is the case, so always keep an eye out for that. And we also offer a rush program. So to get all these different metal finishes, Hubbardton Forge doesn't stock. They generally take about 3 to 4 weeks to get product out. We can cut that time in half, and it's really, really inexpensive. If you want to know more about that, just drop me a quick email and I can clue you in on details, okay? So our showroom in Vermont is open every day except Sunday from 11 to 6. I'm here every day except Sunday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to drop a quick email, you can do that all the time. And that's going to be at sales@HandmadeInVermont.com, and we spell out the word Vermont. Or you can call me during business hours, 802-446-2400. So thank you for stopping in today, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye-bye.